With the Great War having begun, the powerful navies of Germany and Britain had met on the coast of Jutland. They had avoided conflict up until now. The British were largely known as a naval powerhouse, and their control over the sea was undisputed. The Battle of Jutland was both the largest and longest battle of the war, stretching from May 31st to June 1st.
A mixed fleet of battleships from the Royal Navy and the Grand Navy were investigating a disturbance from the German U-boats in the area. They followed the U-boats in hopes of quickly defeating them. However, they fell into a trap set by Vice Admiral Reinhard Scheer. The British ships were in a prime position to get flanked and destroyed by the might of the German Navy, so the submarine sent a transmission to Scheer. The transmission was then intercepted by the British, and Sir John Rushworth Jellicoe quickly deployed the full Grand Fleet to trap the German ships.
The Grand Fleet was stationed 65 miles behind the combined fleet in order to trap the unsuspecting German fleet. Both the German and British fleets were only miles apart when a small Danish steam engine crossed in between the fleets. Both the Germans and British sent ships to investigate the boat. The ships met and fired the first shots at 2:38 on May 31st, 1916. This commenced the 36-hour battle. More ships moved in on both sides and exchanged cannon fire.
While the British were superior in numbers, their ships were inefficient and were susceptible to torpedoes. The German ships were designed to last longer than the British ships.
While the Grand Fleet moved into position, the British ships were suffering losses, including the HMS Queen Mary, which exploded when cannon fire hit its battery. As soon as the Grand Fleet arrived, Vice Admiral Scheer saw the danger his fleet was in, so he ordered his fleet to retreat. Admiral Jellicoe knew that this would be their only chance to escape and planned for it. The Grand Fleet was parallel to the German fleet, so many movement of the German could be seen. Scheer ordered the ships to turn multiple times in hopes of shaking the Grand Fleet, but every time they moved, the Grand Fleet grasp tightened. In a last attempt to escape the British ships, Scheer ordered all the German ships to push forward and take on the fleet headfirst instead of fighting the German fleet. Jellicoe overestimated the power of their torpedoes and turned from them. This was a mistake that allowed the Germans to escape their trap and head safely back to their ports.
The British sustained heavy losses compared to the Germans, and German newspapers portrayed the battle as a massive loss for the British. After the battle, Britain was still the reigning naval power in World War I, regardless of the outcome.